Hi, this is Mrs. Solano, and today I'm going to talk about direct variation. This example is in your ISIN on the right side. So direct variation means the exact same thing as proportional relationships. Okay, so because they mean the exact same thing, this here is going to be y divided by x and y divided by x. Because that's how, if something is proportional, we would go ahead and do y divided by x. Same thing with direct variation. The only difference is that direct variation is our new vocabulary word. It's our new 8th grade vocabulary word. Okay, in this problem it says if y varies directly with x, find the missing value below. The key here is varies directly. If it's saying varies directly, it's talking about direct variation. Okay, so I have these two ordered pairs. Now this here has a missing value, and that's what I need to try and figure out. But I'm going to use this one to help me figure this out. So my first step is I need to first figure out what the equation is. So the equation is y equals kx, where k we knew as the constant of proportionality now means the constant of variation. But they're the same thing, so you find them the same way. So I need to figure out what this k value is. To determine the k value, I need to divide y divided by x. I don't know what x is here. I don't know what this missing value is, so I can't use these two ordered pairs, these two numbers. So I would go ahead and use these two numbers. So if I divide y divided by x, negative 34 divided by 4, I would get negative 8 5/10, and that's my k value. So I'm going to use this for my equation. Okay, the next step is substitution. Okay, so I have here y equals, we just found out that the value of k was negative 8 5/10. So negative 8 5/10 x, this is my equation. So in order to figure out what this missing value is, I'm going to use this equation. So I'm going to go ahead and use substitution by substituting this 25 and a half for y. So I'm going to go ahead and write 25 5/10 because it means the same thing. Okay, so to solve this, I'm going to go ahead and use some algebra. So I need to go ahead and divide both sides by the coefficient, which is negative 8 5/10. So if I say 25 5/10 divided by negative 8 5/10, I get that the value of x is 3. So my missing value is negative 3. So the missing value is negative 3. So I'm going to go ahead and put negative 3 equals x. That's our missing value. The last thing I want to do is I want to check to see if I'm correct. So I need to justify my answer. Okay, so in order to do this, I need to divide y by x. So if I go ahead and use these two values and I say negative 34 divided by 4, and I have 25 5/10 divided by, we now know this missing value is negative 3. I'm going to go ahead and see what the calculator says. So we already did negative 34 divided by 4, and that's negative 8 5/10. So if I do 25 5/10 divided by negative 3, I get negative 8 5/10. Well, I just got the same value. So I know that the missing value for this direct variation problem is correct, that it's negative 3, because if it's a problem that has a proportional relationship or direct variation, if we divide y divided by x for each row, we should be getting the same answer. So because I get the same value, the same numerical value, I know this is correct. Okay, now that we went ahead and did this problem together, I need you to go ahead on the left side of your ISIN to go ahead and solve this problem. So if y varies directly with x, find the missing value below. So go ahead and do that, and we will go ahead and share our results in class. Thank you for your time.